Hi parents, as educators of your students, we may be using different strategies in our classrooms than ones that you're used to. For example, within subtraction within 20, you may have heard of strategies such as borrowing or taking away, or that you don't have enough ones to be able to complete the problem. But we want to emphasize to our students that there are enough ones and that they just have to understand that you decompose 10 as a unit into individual ones.
As educators, we believe that teaching these strategies will help our students further comprehend and expand their knowledge. And for example, you may have learned subtraction strategies such as taking away or just simple memorization skills. However, we want to focus on using correct vocabulary such as equality and cardinality in order to help students understand and grow.
You may be asking, what is decomposing, or what does that mean? Well, an easy example would be to look at the example of money. For example, when you see 10, you don't see that you don't have enough ones to, say, for example, pay for a $6 meal. What you understand is that the 10 is made up of 10 individual ones that can be broken up and used. So this 10 can be replaced by 10 individual ones. And that's what we want to emphasize to our students within subtraction. So for example, if they have 15 minus 6, they know that they can break apart that 1 and the 15 to be 10 individual ones to make it enough for their subtraction problem.
And another way students can really understand subtraction and cardinality is with these tools that you may see us using in the classroom. They're called pop-up cubes, and they come in little 10 sticks such as this. And this will show your students that you can have 10 all together such as this, but you can also break it apart into ones, but the cardinality stays the same and you still have 10.
Awesome. So let's do an example of subtraction that can show this visually. So a problem may be 15 minus 7. In this example, it looks like we don't have enough ones here to finish the subtraction problem. But what we want students to understand is that there are enough ones, and they're just in this 10. So this 10, we want students to understand it as a set, where this 10 is equal to 10 individual ones. So we're able to take the 10s from here and add them to the 5 individual ones here, giving us 15. This seems like the strategy that you're probably used to using, but what's important for us here is just for our students to understand the different vocabulary. We don't want them to see it as borrowing, but instead decomposing that 10 into the individual ones. And so that gives us our problem with the enough ones, so it's 15 ones minus 7 ones, giving us 8 ones.
And another example that we can do is with, for another example, you may see a problem like this that your students bring home, and it's 1 3/5 minus 4/5. Now, your students may look at this and say, well, I can't do 3/5 minus 4/5, so I need to take away from the 1. What we want our students to understand is that 1 3/5 is its own entity altogether, and what you need to do is decompose the 1 into 5/5. So really, you have 8/5 minus 4/5. And then your answer would be 4/5.
Awesome. So what we really want students to understand is that 10 is a whole unit that is composed of individual units. So we want them to be able to use these strategies of 10 as a unit that's decomposed into the 10 individual units to give them strategies for within 20 subtraction. It may be easy when they're only subtracting within 10 because they don't have to worry about going from place value to place value, such as the 10s units to the 1s units. But within 20, we want students to be able to see that they can just decompose their 10s and give them enough ones for the subtraction problems that they encounter.